Tell them my favorite number 9. I feel like a brother's in his prime. I put on my shades in the dark, just so they can't look me in my eyes.
Hello, America, and welcome to episode 9 of the B Locke Show. If you're tuning in, thank you. Today, we'll talk about the executive orders that Donald Trump signed. We'll talk about Joe Biden's exciting pick of Kamala Harris for VP. We'll talk a little bit of sports, with the NBA restart going well, playoff matchups, and Damian Lillard's exciting 61-point night. And we'll have a few updates about the B Locke Show itself. Let's get started. So, in recent days, Donald Trump signed 4 executive orders aimed at extending pandemic relief for Americans.
At his private club, the president brought out the pens, signing a series of actions that bypass Congress after 2 weeks of talks for COVID relief failed. He called for a new round of enhanced unemployment at a lower figure than the benefits that expired.
Why did you decide on $400 when previously families were receiving $600?
Yeah.
That will be a hardship for many. What do you say to them?
Well, no, it's not a hardship. This is the money that they need. This is the money they want, and this gives them a great incentive to go back to work.
Another big change, a payroll tax holiday for workers earning less than $100,000, a move many Democrats and Republicans had opposed.
This will mean bigger paychecks for working families.
The president also provided some eviction protections and deferred student loans. But sidestepping lawmakers could lead to legal challenges over the separation of powers, since only Congress has the constitutional authority to control taxes and spending.
Now, the tricky thing about this is that Donald Trump actually doesn't have the power to execute all of these 4 orders.
Say what?
First of all, the orders are that they extend the unemployment benefits, they provide a payroll tax holiday, they defer student loans payments through 2020, and it extends the federal moratorium on evictions. A couple things to note is that the unemployment bonus has been reduced from $600 to $400. Also, the federal government will only be paying 75% of these benefits, while states will be expected to pay 25%, which most states disagree with because they are already struggling due to the coronavirus. Also, Congress controls tax money. So Donald Trump doesn't actually have the power to execute unemployment benefits or provide a payroll tax holiday. And Congress, please do your job. People are struggling due to no fault of their own because of the coronavirus. We are the richest, most powerful nation in the world. We should be able to take care of our residents. Please step up and do your job.
Can I get an amen?
My fellow Americans, now let me introduce to you, for the first time, your next Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. Kamala?
Thank you, Joe. I am incredibly honored by this responsibility, and I'm ready to get to work. And Joe, I'm so proud to stand with you. And I do so mindful of all the heroic and ambitious women before me, whose sacrifice, determination, and resilience makes my presence here today even possible. Everything we care about, our economy, our health, our children, the kind of country we live in, it's all on the line. We're reeling from the worst public health crisis in a century. The president's mismanagement of the pandemic has plunged us into the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. And we're experiencing a moral reckoning with racism and systemic injustice that has brought a new coalition of conscience to the streets of our country, demanding change. And you know, my mother and father, they came from opposite sides of the world to arrive in America, one from India and the other from Jamaica, in search of a world-class education. But what brought them together was the civil rights movement of the 1960s. And that's how they met, as students in the streets of Oakland, marching and shouting for this thing called justice, in a struggle that continues today. Kamala Harris for the people. The people, that's who I represented as district attorney, fighting on behalf of victims who needed help. The people, that's who I fought for as California's attorney general, when I took on transnational criminal organizations who traffic in guns and drugs and human beings. And it's the people who I have fought for as a United States Senator, where I've worked every day to hold Trump officials accountable to the American people. And let me tell you, as somebody who has presented my fair share of arguments in court, the case against Donald Trump and Mike Pence is open and shut. And I couldn't be prouder to be by his side, running to represent you, the people. Thank you, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
I'm so excited to talk about Kamala Harris being chosen as Vice President Joe Biden's VP pick. Kamala Harris will be the first black woman and woman of Asian descent to be put on the ticket for VP. Kamala Harris has shown that she knows how to govern, being California's first black Attorney General. Now, while her history as Attorney General when it comes to prosecuting is muddy and definitely is up for debate, she has shown that she has the ability to lead and to govern. Kamala Harris has also been a champion for criminal justice reform. She has fought against the big banks, and she has experience being a member of Congress. I just want to say how excited I am personally that she was chosen. I think that she's going to make a great vice president, and I believe, in addition with President Joe Biden, they will bring America back on track. I also want to say, if I'm Mike Pence, I'm shaking in my boots right now, because if I have to debate Kamala Harris, I know that I don't stand a chance. Donald Trump wasted no time attacking Senator Harris. Within hours, he was saying this.
She is a person that's told many stories that weren't true. She's very big into raising taxes. She wants to slash funds for our military at a level that nobody can even believe. She is against fracking. She's against petroleum products. I mean, how do you do that and go into Pennsylvania or Ohio or Oklahoma or the great state of Texas? She's against fracking. Fracking's a big deal. She's in favor of socialized medicine, where you're going to lose your doctors, you're going to lose your plans. She wants to take your health care plans away from 180 million Americans. 180 million Americans that are very happy with their health insurance, and she wants to take that away. So she was my #1 pick. I mean, she was, as they would say, because hopefully you'll start college football, she was my #1 draft pick. And we'll see how she works out. She did very, very poorly in the primaries, as you know. She was expected to do well, and she ended up at right around 2% and spent a lot of money. She had a lot of things happening, and so I was a little surprised that he picked her. I've been watching her for a long time, and I was a little surprised. She was extraordinarily nasty to Kavanaugh, Judge Kavanaugh then, now Justice Kavanaugh. She was nasty to a level that was just a horrible thing, the way she treated now Justice Kavanaugh. And I won't forget that soon. So she did very poorly in the primaries, and now she's chosen. So let's see how that all works out.
So there's a couple things I want to note here. #1, Donald Trump always refers to strong women as nasty. Any woman that challenges him or shows any type of strength, he always tries to belittle them by calling them names. Also, a lot of the things that Donald Trump said he probably would have said about any running mate that Joe Biden would have chose. I truly believe that Donald Trump is scared of this pick. I think he knows that Kamala Harris is no nonsense. There are some things about Kamala Harris that obviously we need to question and hold to account. But at the same time, we need to put this into the bigger context. A black woman just got put in a position to be put in the second most powerful position in this nation. That is a huge accomplishment. I'm extremely happy and proud of Kamala Harris, and I do believe that the Biden-Harris ticket will beat Donald Trump, and I believe that they're going to put America back on the right track. Let's make sure that we call out the racism and misogyny that is sure to be thrown out by this administration. Let's make sure that we defend our black women, and let's make sure that we go out and vote and put this Biden-Harris ticket in the White House. So the NBA restart has continued to be successful. Right now, we already have our playoff matchup set, with the exception of the Lakers, who are waiting for Portland, Memphis, Phoenix, and San Antonio to battle it out for the 8th seed. Our current matchups are the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Dallas Mavericks, the Denver Nuggets versus the Utah Jazz, the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Houston Rockets. Look out for that matchup as Westbrook is out for the first part of this playoffs. Milwaukee will be playing the Orlando Magic. Miami will be playing the Indiana Pacers. Philly will be playing the Boston Celtics. And Toronto will be playing the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of these series are very interesting, including Miami and Indiana, as they definitely have a muddy history with a lot of fights, and especially between Jimmy Butler and TJ Warren. Houston and Oklahoma City should be interesting as they're going against Chris Paul. Chris Paul used to play for Houston but was traded away. And I think the Clippers and Dallas should definitely be an interesting series as well. Doncic and Porzingis have been playing very well. And obviously we know what the Clippers have with Kawhi and Paul George. As far as the Lakers and that HC, I'm not really sure which one would be a better matchup. My money would be on Portland, taking that AC with the way that Damian Lillard's been playing. Speaking of Damian Lillard, he actually just dropped 61 points in a game against the Dallas Mavericks, making history as only the second player in NBA history alongside Wilt Chamberlain to score over 60 points in 3 games in a season. Watch this.
Yeah, the numbers don't show it. He's going to be an outstanding three-point shooter.
I think so, and that's probably what scares the heck out of all of the NBA coaches.
Drives, gets situated for the shot block, but Porzingis is able to sneak behind. Dame! Team effort.
Porzingis with 16. Dame tries to draw the foul, but gets the 3. Just under 7 left to go in this first half. Dame, he's got 12. He wants more. Dame rattles in the 3.
The lateral ability to stay in front.
Dame gets Porzingis once again and hits the turbo button.
Man, I see him get Porzingis involved again, and he does.
Dame able to regain control, and Damian Lillard on a roll here in this first half is officially losing, so the opportunity is there for the Blazers. Dame working through a forest of Maverick defenders. Right hand on the left side of the glass once again. Dame's got 25. Hats it up top, and Gary Trent Jr. comes down with it. Dame, he'll get a look at 3. So the Blazers get another 3 to fall. It back down for the Blazers. Up 5, 8:45 left. Dame with yet another 3. This man is danger, Lamar.
Can get hot here.
Dame with 31. Dame, why not do it again? Damian Lillard. They're still looking for that elusive field goal of this quarter. Damian Lillard would love for it to be a 3-pointer, and Dame answers the call.
It looked like CJ got into that shot a little reluctantly.
Dame works all the way around. Porzingis sends him spinning. 53 on the game for Dame. Gets Kleba switched out to him. Point guards are just going back and forth in this one. Dame, step back 3, ties it up with the splash. Melo Working against Doncic. Gets it back to Dame. 6 to shoot. 4 to shoot. Deep 3 for Damian Lillard. And that falls in for Damian Lillard. 61 points on the ricochet. Blazer ball.
Well, look at how high this thing bounces. It left the frame.
2020, man.
Here at the B Locke Show, we always want to take any opportunity we can to share some positivity. So, enjoy.
Get in the car. AKB. Get in the yeah. Nowadays I get what I want. Lately been spending a bag. Addicted to getting that cash. Addicted to popping them tags. Money was made for the sad. Now my ex be calling back. Saw me come up out the random. Didn't wait long. Now that throwing tantrums. First fell in love when I fell in the fame. In my DMs talking about hey handsome. I know that they hate me and want me for ransom. It's nothing new. I won't give it today. I eat the hate up and spit it right back. My lyrics like bullets. I'm shooting yo. Women come and go with the cash. You gon' learn fast. They gon' fold them to ass. I get my medicine straight out the bag.
Brand new Corvette comes to smashing the glass. They make me mad, now I'm back in my bag. I hope my man and my side never crash. Why about the cat trying to dodge my pass? We catch that boy and we robbing his. It's the principle, I don't need the cash. Expensive, have $1 million on lash. I can kick it, but I don't like to brag. They made me mad, I'm about to turn it up.
This concludes episode 9 of the B Locke Show. I really want to thank all of you for your love and support. It's been truly overwhelming and only motivates me to work hard to put these episodes out. I hope that you guys have been enjoying them. Also, to update you, I am working on a website, BLockShow.com. It is under construction, but it will be coming out soon. As always, America, stay safe, stay informed, stay united.
I feel like a brother's in his prime. I put on my shades in the dark, just so they can't look me in my eyes. And who been drinking, who been drinking, who been drinking, who been drinking, who been living their lives. I wear my shades in the club, wear my shades in the club, so they can't see my red eyes, so you can't see my red eyes. Look, aviators on like I'm 5'0", aviators on like I might go. Wouldn't even know behind the lens that my eyes